there was a time when gods walked the earth, when warriors were heroes. Their battles and conquests became legend, and the legend lives on. This is the hour of the Gladiators.
Welcome to the Brisbane Entertainment Centre, where tonight we kick off the quarterfinals in television's toughest hour, the Gladiators. And now, Kimberly and Aaron.
Welcome to the arena, where we are in for some super fit action from athletes of extraordinary prowess. These contestants are the quarterfinalists, and tonight our challengers will tackle some amazing events that will test their commitment and courage.
That's right, Aaron. But first, take a look at these men and women of iron. The fittest of the fit. Please welcome the Gladiators.
Please put your hands together, because here they are. Taipan, Fury, Vulcan, Delta, Storm, Force, Blade, Cougar, Condor, Flame, Hammer, Cheetah, Tower and Rebel.
The quarterfinalists competing tonight have set their sights on the semi-finals. Our women challengers are Nellie Baker and Sabrina Hyman.
Nellie is 25. She's a hairdresser from Brisbane. Nellie is 5'4", 54 kilos, is married and has played hockey for her state. Sabrina is from Victoria. She's 27, 5'2", single, and is a corporal in the military police.
Please extend a warm welcome to Nellie and Sabrina. Welcome, ladies. We know you both did very well in your heats. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
Both women had heart-stopping heats. Remember Nellie's hang tough? Cheetah lunged again and again, and Nellie kept out of those deadly clutches. I don't know how. And what a duel this one was. We know it's give and take. Nellie gave as good as she got, and she got a real belting, but stayed up there for her points. Sabrina showed us the style needed to go the full 60 seconds in Powerball. She got flattened a few times, but she got those well-earned goals. And on the hit and run, Sabrina ran. She was like a soldier in a battlefield with bombs from all directions, and the Gladiators couldn't hit her. Not once.
Is there any event that you're particularly looking forward to tonight?
Not really. I'm just looking forward to all of them and hopefully getting through the Eliminator with a few seconds up my belt and go for it.
Sabrina, you had an interesting accident not too long ago.
Oh, that was a few years ago, actually. I used to be a track jockey for down in Victoria, and whilst galloping one of the horses for track work, he decided he didn't want to gallop and bucked me off and trot on me while he was keeping going, yeah. So I ended up with a blown up knee and pretty sore for a number of days.
Well, let's hope none of the Gladiators trample on you too much tonight.
I hope not, because I don't want to get trampled.
Well, good luck to both of you, and we'll see you in the first game.
Thanks, Kimberly. Thank you.
And now our two male challengers for the quarterfinal, Ashley Martin and David Wallace.
Ashley is 27, an electrician from Brisbane. Ashley's single. He's big on bodybuilding and water sports of all sorts. David's from Victoria. He's 29, 83 kilos, 5'10", and enjoys studying language, history, and loves the surf.
Please welcome into the arena, David and Ashley. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome back to the quarterfinals. They're always a whole new story when it comes to the finals. You all fired up there, David?
Yeah, it's great to be back. It's going to be sensational.
And Ashley, your impressive performance last time. There seemed no pressure on you. Are you worried this time?
Yeah, definitely worried this time. I think they're going to be out to get me.
Well, you both did very well. Now, let's take a look at their impressive performances the last time they were on Gladiators.
David showed the Gladiators a clean pair of heels on the wall. Cougar got a grip, and David sent him spinning into space. In hit and run, David developed the dive. It worked. Those balls just couldn't find their target, and he was laying low. And how are your sign language skills? David started giving us lessons, and there's more to come tonight. Ashley really trounced Taipan on Hang Tough. He was a picture of grace and strength, and he swung his way to the full 10 points. The first male challenger to get to the other side safely. And in duel, he was battered, he was bludgeoned, as Tower gave him everything he had. But at the end, Ashley was still standing proud.
They were amazing events. I mean, just looking at that, David, you were confident all the way, although there was a little slip-up, that disqualification on the wall, that set you back. Were you worried about that? Because you are facing the wall again this time.
Yeah, I've got the footy boots on this time, so no, that was just totally unintentional, but I'm glad I came through in the end.
Ashley, you're on the wall again. You climbed to the top. You got away from the Gladiators. Are you looking forward to that game?
Yeah, definitely. It's one of my favourites, so I don't think they'll catch me again.
Well, gentlemen, it's the quarterfinals, and I wish you the best of luck on Gladiators.
And now let these quarterfinals begin.
Gladiators.
There's only one way to go on the pyramid, and that's up. It's all rough and tumble for our challengers.
Pyramid.
60 seconds to get to the top. The first to hit the button gets 10 points.
Nellie and Sabrina are below, with Cheetah and Delta at the summit. Let's see what they're made of.
Let's match them up. On the right, we've got Delta and Sabrina. Delta's 5'7", 62 kilos, with the advantage over Sabrina, 5'2" and 50 kilos. On the left, Nellie and Cheetah. Nellie and Cheetah are both 5'5", and Cheetah has the weight advantage by 1 kilo.
Challengers ready!
So this is the cream of the cream. These are our finalists. They've made it through to the quarterfinals, with the winning challenger going through to the semis.
3, 2, 1.
Well, as you saw there, there's support for the Gladiators as well as the challengers. And let's tell you again who's who. Nellie and Cheetah on the left, Sabrina and Delta on the right, and Cheetah brings Nellie all the way down. Sabrina's got a little bit of a breakaway. Nellie tries to start once more. First to the top gets 10 points, and Nellie gets brought down. So does Sabrina. Time running out for the challengers. They're nearly halfway there. Nellie with a little bit of an opportunity here to make a break. Delta just playing there with Sabrina. Oh, what a great duck! There it was. Nellie went down. Cheetah went over the top, and Nellie gets up there, pushes the button and gets the 10 points. Oh, you beauty! The first 10 points in the quarterfinal, and Sabrina's still struggling. Delta working overtime on Sabrina. Cheetah coming down the pyramid, and time's about to run out for Sabrina. There it is. Bad luck, Sabrina, but Nellie got the 10. Great work. The first of our replays for tonight's quarterfinals show us just how Delta used her weight advantage over Sabrina. That enabled her to bring her all the way down, and this, folks, is the classiest move you will ever see on the pyramid. Nellie went down, she ducked. Cheetah went for the tackle. She went right over the top of Nellie. That gave Nellie a free run up to the top of the pyramid. She was able to get up there, push the button, get the 10 points, and that, my friends, is the most deserved 10 you'll ever see.
Nellie, what a great start to the quarterfinal. 10 points. You look like the queen of the castle up there.
Oh, it's a bit of a worry, actually. That's the first time I've ever done it, and I thought, just try and move around a little bit. And when she went for me, I just ducked, so I thought, thank you, God.
That was certainly some quick thinking. Cheetah. You certainly did duck well. You pounced and she ducked.
It was a great duck. Well done.
After the first event, Nellie has 10 points. Sabrina not off the mark.
That was a great start for Nellie. She outmaneuvered and outsmarted Cheetah. But now it's the men's. And at the bottom, we have David and Ashley. And all the way up the top, we have the cool Condor and the man we call the Tower.
When we take a look at the stat sheet, we find a real advantage here to our Gladiators. Let's match them up on the right. Condor and David. Condor at 6'2" at 96 kilos. David 5'10", 83 kilos. On the left, Tower and Ashley. Tower's 6'5", Ashley 6'2", and Tower's 110 kilos to Ashley's 89. Here we go with the first of our men's events tonight in the quarterfinals. This is going to be a great night for action, folks.
Ready. 3, 2, 1.
Let's run through them once more. Ashley and Tower on the left. David and Condor on the right. Ashley playing a little bit of cat and mouse as David gets his first tackle from Condor. All the way down to the bottom he comes. Tower applies the vice-like grip on Ashley and brings him down. Yes! Bang, bang it down there with a thud. John Alexander will have to warn Tower there. He's not allowed to hold him at the bottom of the pyramid. Ashley now breaks away to the right. David tackled once more, thrown away like a banana peel. And now Ashley has a chance to get away. He's gone to the left. Where you going, Ashley? You've got to go straight up. He's doing it now. Condor lunges, grabs him by the leg. David's still trying to get away. Can he do it? No. Condor's got a hold of him. And look at Tower on Ashley. Condor brings David down to the bottom. And that weight advantage that Tower has over Ashley is really hurting him because he can't get away from this big man. Oh, the crowd really enjoyed that game, and so did we. Actually, Condor enjoyed it the most, I reckon. He just threw David away. David had a real big opportunity here to run to the top. He went left instead of going up. Maybe because Ashley was actually blocking his way. Now he tries to make himself some room. He keeps going. He's getting closer and closer, but Condor flies through the air.
Pyramid is a hard game to start with, Ashley. You nearly got away from Tower.
Yeah, close, mate, but too big a man to throw.
David, yourself, you nearly got away from Condor.
Almost outfoxed him, but he got me. I could feel him. I could just feel him, but almost hit him too good.
Condor, you weren't letting him out anywhere.
No chance. Wonderful game. It's good to see. And just wait till the next time.
The boys said they had a bit of an easy run last time, so we're not going to give them an easy run this time.
That's for sure, Tower. No score yet for either of our male challengers.
I'm sure every muscle must be aching after that run up the pyramid. But after the break, our challengers test their balance when they face the charging Cheetah.
Cheetah, 24, 5'5", 55 kilos. She's the Australasian lightweight bodybuilding champion. She's called Cheetah because she's quick, agile, and if she wants you, she'll get you.
Gladiators.
I'm a corporal in the Australian Regular Army. I haven't won any sporting achievements. However, I reckon I'm pretty fit. I came on Gladiators because it looked like a bit of fun and I wanted a challenge.
A Above us on the pod, everything's taut and flames ready to ignite.
Tilt. A modern-day tug-of-war where the challenger has the advantage. 5 points for a win.
Nellie's first. Will she get her fingers burnt with flame?
Our fiery redhead's got it all over the challenger here. Height-wise, Flame's 5'9" to Nellie 5'5", and 72 kilos versus 54.
To start the duel, John Alexander.
Challenger, ready!
Nellie versus Flame up on the tilt.
Gladiator, ready!
Flame has the weight and the power advantage. That could be real handy.
3, 2, 1.
There goes the whistle and there goes Flame. Straight back as she wheels in Nellie. Just pulling her in inch by inch. Centimetre by centimetre. And Nellie gives up. No points there to the challenger. As the replay shows us, Flame went straight back. It didn't give Nellie a chance at all. Flame's got the power, and actually she's got the red flag over on her side of the platform. And at that point, it's all over Red Rover, a final effort. But she threw in the towel and threw away the points.
Take the strain.
Round 2 for Nellie, and a chance for her to make amends for her first round mistake.
1.
Here she goes, pulling hard. Flame's going back again. But Nellie's got a bit more strength this time. Oh, no, she hasn't. Flame just whips her off the platform. And as the replay shows, Flame just had enough power again to withstand the challenge here from Nellie. Let's remember, folks, that Flame is the biggest of our women gladiators. Nellie tried her hardest. She's a good challenger, but Flame is the best at tilt.
Can Sabrina improve on her score? She does look determined to tear Cheetah from her perch.
Let's match these two up. Sabrina and Cheetah. 5'5" is Cheetah, Sabrina 5'2", and 55 kilos versus 50. A nice even match-up here for the second of our tilt games in the Women's Challenge in the quarterfinal.
Ready! Take the strain.
Okay, here we go. Here's the count. And there's the tilt. Straight back goes Cheetah. Sabrina really trying her hardest. Has Cheetah got the strength to get Sabrina off that platform? No, not yet. Sabrina's hanging in there. Oh, look at the determination on these faces. These girls want it real bad. Sabrina, can she hang on? No. In 22 seconds, it's all over. A grin when she won, but a grimace while the pressure was on. Save from Sabrina. There is a hell of a lot at stake here in the quarterfinals. These challengers want to go through. They want to be the best of the best, but the Gladiators are there to stop them.
Take the strain.
Second chance for Sabrina to earn some extra points. She's got back, but so has Cheetah. And here we go again. This is going to be an absolute battle of power as Cheetah pulling as hard as she can at one knee. 15 seconds gone. Sabrina's not giving up. Oh, look at the anguish of these two faces. Sabrina pulling back. Cheetah pulling forward. This is tough. This is rough. This is pressure. This is quarterfinal action at its best. There is no doubt that Cheetah is the gracious gladiator. She smiles when she wins. She smiles when she loses. But in this game, folks, there are no losers. The pressure was really turned up for Sabrina by Cheetah, and in the end, she fell to her knees.
John, we thought we'd better check with you. Is it legal to kneel on the podium?
In church and in tilt.
Well, there you go. That's gained you 2 points. They were much needed points, I might say, Sabrina.
Yeah, certainly are, Kimberly. Yeah, I definitely need those 2 points because I'm not starting off very well today.
Sabrina's 2 points were the only ones scored on tilt. After 2 events, Nellie leads Sabrina 10-2. And Cheetah's real happy here. That's the Gladiator War Dance. Great game.
I'm an electrician and a part-time gym instructor. I do a lot of windsurfing, skiing, and I love riding my motorbike. I'm quite smacking, guy, but don't let that fool you.
I'm sure Ashley won't give in easily. Can Tower overshadow him?
Our challenger Ashley's big at 6'2", 89 kilos, but the Tower's bigger, 6'5", 110 kgs. There's an old saying that goes, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Well, if either of these two blokes fall down to the ground, the earth will move for me, I'm sure.
3, 2, 1.
And away they go in the start of the men's tilt. Tower's got the platform back, and Ashley's really struggling to get some sort of advantage. The red flag's going his way, but nothing else seems to be. Tower's cocky, and with one big pull of the rope, he gets Ashley off that platform. And as the replay shows us, Tower had the one arm in the air. He said, Ashley, I'm too good for you. Ashley falls to his knees. Save us, Sabrina. There's no super glue on the challenger platform. Bye-bye, Ashley.
Take the strain.
Second chance for Ashley to try and earn some points out of the tilt. Let's see how he goes against the big Tower. Straight back goes the Gladiator once more. And how hard does this make it for the challenger? Folks, at the start, the challenger's got the advantage, but if the Gladiator goes straight back, anything could happen. Ashley is struggling for life. He sits down on the platform. That may be a good tactic. We'll soon find out. 10 seconds to go. He starts to get a little bit of ascendancy. Tower's not giving up at all, and you wouldn't expect that. Whistle about to blow. 2 points to Ashley. Well done, mate. Thumbs up from Tower and thumbs up from the crowd for Ashley's performance. He was really lucky though, because Tower nearly had the red flag over to his platform, but Ashley worked real hard and he didn't give in.
That was a tug of war if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, that was particularly hard on my hands, if anything.
Let's have a look at them. You got any scar? Oh, yes. The old blisters.
I think a Band-Aid might go astray.
Now, is it pretty daunting standing up there against the towering Tower?
Well, you can't really see him once you're going. You just head down, bum up.
Yeah, you had a good technique there.
It wasn't planned, believe me.
Yeah, it's quite daunting to start off at that disadvantage, but if you can nail it straight up, you're in with a good show.
Well, I think you nailed Ashley. He's puffing and panting a bit here. You've got the wall next. Are you excited about it?
Piece of cake. They're going to be quick to catch me.
I'm an everyday surfy boy, naturally fit, no special training, so just take me as I am. I'm a European tour guide. I love cycling, surfing, water sports, just the adventure of travel. I watched Gladiators on TV in England, and I said, that's got to be me.
It's a great night of action in this quarterfinal contest, but our next contestant, I don't envy him. David's staring into the eyes of Vulcan.
A real disadvantage for our challenger, David. 5'10" and 83 kilos up against the big Vulcan. 6'3", 115 kilos. The thing is, he's a big, pumped-up Vulcan. He really wants to win this one and keep the Gladiators' score on the board. They're doing well. He gets the platform back. David trying his hardest. 10 seconds gone, 20 left to survive. Vulcan pulling away there on the rope. David, the surfing skills are really coming into this one for him. Just watch the feet on that platform. He reckons he's on a big Malibu as he outwits Vulcan. He's staying up there. Vulcan's still trying. The red flag's nearly over, and so is David. But time beats both of them. David was a happy man there, and he had every right to be. Even though, as you watch very closely towards the end here, folks, David hasn't got much rope left in the hand, so how he held on is beyond me. A great effort there from the challenger. The power factor really came into the first game. Let's see. Oh, false start, Vulcan.
False start.
Yep, John Alexander saw the hand go up.
Restart. Vulcan, when you're ready.
And when you're ready, Vulcan, so are we. We'd like to get out of here before midnight.
Take the strain.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Both guys are set for the restart of game number 2. And look at that, David! What a great effort! He's pulled Vulcan right off the platform! Oh, and a fantastic time too! And you reckon he's not happy about this? 1, 2, 3, new world heavyweight champion right there! And a doesn't matter, though. Oh, they're happy, boys. Vulcan's happy because he didn't fall off on the first one. And a great effort by David. And look at this. He's just riding Vulcan around like he's a little kid. He's wrapped.
That was a good match.
It certainly was.
It was like reeling in that big fish. I wanted it. He wouldn't come.
You've actually had trouble with Vulcan before. In your last contest, you were on the duel, you lasted him, and now you're faced with him on tilt.
Yeah, and I think we've developed a bit of a love affair.
On-screen romance.
Yeah, and I believe I'm up against him later on, so I think a lover's tiff is due.
It must have been the curls. David 7, Ashley none. After 2 events, David leads 7-2.
It's a vertical climb when our challenger scales the cliff and tries to keep ahead of the storm.
Make your own way up. I'll help you down.
Gladiators.
I'm a hairdresser, I'm married, but definitely no kids. I love hockey, water skiing, I do a little bit of body harmony and anything that comes my way. There's only one reason I'm on Gladiators, to win.
Choosing the fastest way up and finding a foothold under pressure makes for a very difficult climb. How far you can get in those first few seconds will determine your fate.
Both challengers go for the summit at the same time. First there gets 10 points.
Sabrina is our first challenger in the scramble to the top, with Blade close behind her. Now let's see if Nellie can shelter from the storm.
As you watch them go up the wall, they'll be going up the following way. Nellie and Storm on the left, Sabrina and Blade on the right. And as we have a look at the stats, they're really well matched up, height and weight-wise, and maybe the 7-second start will be the challenger's main advantage. Second time round for the women on the wall. Blade chased Sabrina up the wall in the first heat, and Nellie got 5 points against Fury. How will she fare against Storm? We're going to find out right now as both women go up the wall as fast as they can. Nellie on the left, Sabrina on the right, and here come the Gladiators. Blade is after Sabrina, coming quick, but so is Storm. She's just about got up to Nellie now, tried to grab her there on the back, couldn't hold on. Oh, she's got her shoe off. A disadvantage, a lunge there from Blade, couldn't hold on. Blade goes for a swing, and here comes Nellie over the top for 10 points. Not far behind now is Sabrina. She comes over for 5. And how do you really feel, Storm? Storm wasn't happy because she only got the one shoe. To be a proper Imelda Marcos, you need 35 pairs, Storm. Blade is just left swinging off the wall. And how lucky was Sabrina? She got 5, but Nellie the 10.
Nellie, great climb. You were on 10, now your progressive score's 20. You must be happy.
Yeah, that's really great. I'm really pleased.
Especially moving into the Eliminator. Did you have any difficulty here with the Storm?
I certainly did. I think she grabbed me about twice and I managed to go away the first time and I think I lost a shoe, but I was really glad to reach the top.
Storm, what happened?
Oh, I think my specialty is becoming shoes, Aaron. I don't know about that. I've got a collection of shoes, but I haven't actually got anyone ripped off there yet.
No collection of challenges.
I think I can work on it.
Now, Blade would be really upset about this one. She's a real perfectionist. She had a hold of Sabrina, but she just couldn't rip her off the wall. She was left dangling there. And Sabrina, I don't know how you did it. It must have been close. You must have been wrong.
I just stuffed it up a little bit on the bottom there. I just took the wrong footholds, and I think that's what sort of left me a little bit behind. But I'm happy with the climb anyway.
Did Blade have you there at any point?
Yeah, she did actually. Just before I got over the edge there, she grabbed hold of my belt and I thought, oh, this is the end. But no, I managed to get away from her, thank God.
And get away she did. With 5 points, Nellie with 10. She leads Sabrina 20 points to 7.
The women were lucky to get away from the Gladiators. Let's see if David can handle this difficult ascent.
And Taipan will be waiting to scale right after David. And Ashley will try and out-clamber Cougar on the cliff. Let's see how they shape up. Clearly, the challengers are lighter than the Gladiators, and that has to be an advantage when they climb this wall. The Gladiators are tall, and that little bit of extra reach might also help them.
Challengers ready!
In the heat, Ashley showed Taipan a clean pair of heels all the way up the wall, and David was disqualified for kicking. This rematch will show who's boss. And up they go, 7 seconds ahead of the Gladiators, and they're moving as fast as they can. Ashley on the left, David on the right, and now here comes Cougar on the left. Taipan's on the right, and he's got David in his sights. He's got a hold of him. Oh, look at Ashley go up here on the left. He's got a clean break. Taipan's got David, and he's actually got him off the wall. No points for David, but Ashley, like a jackrabbit, got the 10. Let's see how he did it again. Look, he had a huge break over Cougar. A massive break. How quick is this guy? Oh, boy. That is the fastest time up the wall, bar none.
Ashley, you had your sights set on the top and you did it. You just scored 10 points.
Thanks, Kimberly. I needed them.
Come on, aren't you more excited than that?
Yeah, it's not over yet. I've got a long way to go.
Yeah, and one bloke who wasn't excited was David. He held on for grim death. Taipan went once, he went twice, and the third time he went flying, courtesy of Taipan Airlines.
David, what gave you the trouble here, Taipan or the wall?
I think it was Taipan. I need a bit of anti-venom. He's nicked me on the leg big time.
What can I say, Aaron? Little boys shouldn't play with snakes.
Taipan bites into David's score, 0. Ashley 10. Ashley slipping away, 12 points to 7.
A long life is not always guaranteed on a swaying bridge, especially when a volcano is about to erupt.
Gladiators, coming at ya. Gladiators.
Both of tonight's winners will be jetting off to the Gold Coast thanks to Ansett Australia, to the internationally renowned Pan Pacific Hotel at Broadbeach. Right in the middle of Australia's #1 tourist destination, they'll have 5 days of unchallenged luxury for two. This prize is valued at over $3,000. Pamper yourself at Pan Pacific. Runners-up can keep in shape with this superb gym package worth over $2,000 from Elite Fitness Equipment.
The bridge of uncertainty faces all of us at some time. Who will stay and who will go?
Suspension Bridge.
The challenger gets 10 points if they get past the Gladiator and onto the platform.
Our first challenger to attempt the crossing is Nellie. And to meet her in the middle is Flame.
An obvious advantage here. Flame's got height and weight over Nellie. We said that Flame was the queen of the tilt. She doesn't mind this game either. And let's see how she goes against Nellie. Nellie comes in with a couple of early ones, but it only takes one to get Flame off. And another one does bite the dust. As we watch the replay of the suspension bridge between Flame and Nellie, the first of our suspension bridges tonight, and Nellie got a couple of early ones in, but it only took one scoop from Flame, and off she went.
I think I really threw myself off, but it came from a good hit, so that's how it goes.
So you're going to take all the credit for that, Flame?
I'm taking all the credit for this one, Aaron.
It could be a rough journey for Sabrina on the bridge with the tempestuous storm coming at her.
Storm's got the advantage, but maybe Sabrina's the corporal with major attitude. Well, she's going to need to use all that attitude against Storm because Storm is full of fire and brimstone on the suspension bridge. Both women a bit hesitant to start, but Storm's got her eye in, and so is Sabrina. She's throwing a few. Oh, but Storm hit the pugil stick out of the hand and says, see you later. In suspension bridge, there are two ways you can lose. You can either get knocked off or you can lose your hammerhead. Well, Sabrina should be -5 because both happened to her.
John, we lost a hammerhead there.
In that situation, immediately the event is over. The person who has lost their hammerhead has defaulted the event.
So what does that mean for Sabrina?
No points, Sabrina, I'm sorry.
I sort of expected it to happen. I come up against her in the duel, and she's a pretty tough customer.
That's for sure. That's why we call her the Storm.
I can't let her pass, but I'm really sorry about the promotion, so all I can do to Sabrina is give her a salute if I can do it right, Sabrina. It is the longest way up and shortest way down. I salute you, Sabrina.
Sabrina didn't get a score promotion, neither did Nellie. And into the Eliminator, Nellie leads 20 points to 7.
Most bridges have a tower, but I don't think this one is going to assist Ashley with his crossing.
The comparison says it all. Ashley's big, but our Gladiator towers all over him. And here we go for the start of the male suspension bridge. Tower and Ashley to meet in the middle. Who's got the strength here? They match up well in height, but Tower's knocked him down. Can he knock him off? He's working away. Ashley surviving, doing well, but Tower with one scoop. And off he goes. Well, it was a great effort by Ashley to stay on as long as he did, because Tower is a man mountain. There is so much power behind those arms, and when Tower just lifted a gear, that was it. Time was over for Ashley.
I expected to fall off pretty quickly, but pretty pleased I got to belt him a couple of times.
Yeah, you got a few in there. Now, he didn't actually knock you off there. He scooped you off, didn't he?
Yeah, a little bit like that, but like ice cream, I think, into a bowl.
I don't know whether Ashley's calling for the ice cream truck or whether he's just happy. A great effort there by our challenger going into the Eliminator. Oh, David, if only it was that easy. And Vulcan, you are a real showman. This is one of the biggest mismatches I've ever seen, but David's got a real big heart. He's going to have to use every bit of that heart in this event because Vulcan is not going to fall off this bridge easily. David starts working away at Vulcan, and now Vulcan's actually got his hammerhead tangled up in David's arm. He can't get a clear sweep, but it doesn't matter because he pushed him off anyway. Let's have a look at the replay again. A bit of a logjam here between David and Vulcan. When Vulcan had enough of playing with him, he just threw him away like a rag doll.
David, not the best way to go into your last game and then face the Eliminator.
No, I know I can make it up. Yeah, it's only a couple of seconds. I'm sure I can do it.
You love the Eliminator, don't you?
Yeah, it's one of my pet loves. The strength games aren't really me. I'm more built for speed and agility, as you can see.
David, you want to sign at home and let your parents know that you're in the Eliminator and how you'll go?
I think Vulcan's actually got something to say.
Vulcan, what do you got to say about this man? Now, what was that? Translate that for us, David.
Well, I think he just said David is a bad little boy.
And the bad little boy gets no points on the bridge. Neither did Ashley. Going into the Eliminator, Ashley leads by 5.
It's been a very exciting quarterfinal, but now the pressure builds as our challengers turn their focus on each other.
Hey, kids, don't try this at home. It's dangerous. Gladiators.
The 2 lucky winners of the final will drive away in Hyundai's luxurious flagship, the Sonata Levant. With its 3-litre V6 engine, the Sonata has leather trim, cruise control, electric sunroof, power windows, central locking, ABS brakes and an airbag for added safety.
The 4 games have taken their toll on all our challengers tonight, but for the final run home, they're going to need all they've got.
Eliminator.
In the Eliminator, Nellie will start 5.5 seconds ahead of Sabrina.
Great efforts last time, girls, when you took on the Eliminator. Let's remember.
In her heat, Nellie went into the Eliminator 2.5 seconds behind the other challenger, Fernanda. She finally caught her on the cargo net, flew off the flying fox, balanced on the beam, took off up the travelator and finished in record time. Sabrina the Corporal had a 3-second start on the Lieutenant, but the rolling log nearly eliminated her. She found her feet on the cargo net, mastered the fox and travelled home to win in a great time.
Does it take the pressure off you a little bit knowing that you don't have gladiators in this competition?
Certainly, but I think there's still a big amount of pressure at the end. It's the last game and we're all hoping to have a good one.
Well, no matter what happens, I think you'll agree it's been a fantastic night. And we all hope you do very well in the Eliminator, girls. To start the Eliminator, our referee, John Alexander.
Yeah, Kimberly, good luck to our challengers from all of us. In just over a minute's time, one of these women will be through to the semi-finals.
2, 1.
And away goes Nellie in the Eliminator. A great start on the hurdles. She's got a bit of an advantage, but here comes Sabrina. Sabrina's nice and quick through the hurdles, and she'll need to be because Nellie's got off to a great start. Up the rope climb, onto the platform, and Nellie's onto the monkey bars. Here comes Sabrina right behind her. This is going to be a close finish, you'd reckon, as Nellie swings off the bars across the rolling logs, nearly lost her balance, and now she's got the cargo net to travel up. Oh, Nellie's going gangbusters up this neck. She's nearly at the top. Where's Sabrina? Yep, she's hit the net now. She's trying her hardest, but Nellie's got a big break. She's up to the flying fox. A good drop needed here from Nellie, and that is perfect. Number 1 on the drop there for Nellie as she comes up to the beam. Here comes Sabrina, but Nellie's got too far ahead of her. I don't think Sabrina can catch her as she comes down the fox. Nellie's off the beam. A great shot as we saw the distance up the travelator, and Nellie is into the semi-finals. A champion effort and a champion time. Here comes Sabrina. She's no slouch. She's not going to give up right to the end as she goes through, and that time would have won the event any other night.
So you're the winner of the Eliminator. Did you think you could do it? You knew, didn't you?
Oh, I really like Eliminator, but you can't take it away from your opponent, so you just got to go for it.
That's for sure. How do you keep as fit as you are?
Chase around after a husband that works all the time.
Sabrina, what happened?
Oh, just that rolling beam again, yeah. It really hates me.
And if Nellie's successful, she'll be off to London to compete in the International Gladiator Challenge. Our winners will fly there courtesy of KLM, Royal Dutch Airlines, and she'll be able to call home on her Optus mobile phone.
Well, gentlemen, the Eliminator is upon us. Ashley, the last time you did it in 1:03. And David, you did it in 59 seconds. Two separate events. Let's take a look at those.
In his heat, Ashley went into the Eliminator with a massive 8.5-second lead over his opponent. He was really confident, and he was one of the most athletic we've seen, and he went through to win in just 4 seconds. David had a 6.5-second advantage, but by the time he finished, that had blown out to 32.5 seconds. David will be hard to beat after that crushing victory.
Ashley, you have a 2.5-second lead. Confident you're going to do it faster?
Oh, fairly confident. I had time up my sleeve last time, so I took my time, so I didn't make any errors, but this time it's going to be helpful either.
Yeah, you won't have much time with David tailing you with 2.5 seconds.
Hey, it looks a bit like a rabbit, so I think I'm going to have to go for it.
You're a feisty man. Perseverance is the main word for you, David.
Yeah, I've been out the back eating my lettuce, so I'm ready to go.
Ashley, well, this is it. In under a minute, one of these guys will go through to the semi-final and join Nellie. Here they go. Ashley's first. He's gone through 2.5 seconds up, and here comes David. Hey, he's no rabbit. He's a ferret. Look at him burrow his way through those hurdles as Ashley gets to the top of the rope climb. David right behind him. It's monkey bars. Here they go, 2 at a time. David's doing it 1 at a time and just steadily taking it. They're both on the platform now. Rolling log, cargo net, and this is a close one. Ashley in the red on the right, David on the left, up to the top of the cargo net. It's Ashley first as he comes around to take the flying box. David right behind him. Ashley coming down. There's David. Oh, he didn't drop. Where's he gone? Straight to the end. He takes the balance beam. Up he goes. Oh, how close is this? David runs off. Ashley, David. Oh, he's through in 51.5 seconds. What a great effort. What a great guy. What a champion.
You had it down pat, all right.
Well, if your heart didn't stop at the end of this one, mine nearly did. David just grabbed the rope and was close. Oh, he got through by a foot.
Let your parents know at home how you've done and where you're going. It's been a long run.
I just said Saturday for the semi-finals for David, and hopefully off to England.
Ashley, you've been a great competitor. Thank you. David, see you in the semi-finals. Thank you for joining us tonight.
And we look forward to your company next week for more action as the Gladiator quarterfinals continue. Until then, goodbye.
Good night.
If you want to join the Gladiator Fan Club, write to PO Box 710, Spit Junction, Sydney, New South Wales.
It's been a long run.
I just said Saturday for the semi-finals for David, and hopefully off to England.
Ashley, you've been a great competitor. Thank you. David, see you in the semi-finals. Thank you for joining us tonight.
And we look forward to your company next week for more action as the Gladiator quarterfinals continue. Until then, goodbye.
Good night.
If you want to join the Gladiator fan club, write to PO Box 710 Spit Junction, Sydney, New South Wales.